Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. It's Loud Shirt Day today, which can only mean one thing. I'm doing the next 4 stages of the Fanhome release of Build Robocop.
Drop it!
So stages 19 to 22, and I've deliberately not looked in the magazine so we can actually find out together what we're doing. By the look of some of these pieces, it looks a bit like the leg, perhaps. We'll find out later on there. If you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description. There's also a QR code on the screen. Now, some of these collections appear and then disappear over at the Fanhome site. I don't know if this is still available, but if you follow that link, you'll be able to see for yourself and get this all the way from pack 1. And I'm going to jump straight into it. So without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so this is stage 19, and let's have a look what we're actually going to be doing. We're going to be doing the left knee joint. So it's looking like this. We're going to need this part from stage 18, and once this is together, quite a quick stage actually, it's looking just like that. And I'll continue looking through the magazines, and they look just like this. Excellent. So I've bought up what we had in stage 18, which looks like that, and I also need this part from this stage, flexible material this is. What we're going to be doing, probably best on the top camera, is having that this way round. I'm going to be pushing this down here like this. And I want to make sure that it comes over the end here. So when I push this down, it's got a like flap there. The reason we need to do that is because I do need to get to these holes just here on the metal bracket, because I've got this part to put in. Now, the collar of this, oh, it's just slipped down again. The collar of this metal bracket that you can just see there is fitting into that point just there. So it's just a case of slotting this in, and you'll see it slips in perfectly like that. It's going to be held into place with 2 BP screws which come in this stage. So one there, and then just one at the other side just there. And that was very quick, wasn't it? That's all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 20, here's the magazine. And we're going to be doing the left lower leg now. This is that bit that I showed you right at the start. We're actually going to be adding the other side of that bracket here. It looks like we need to bring over the foot now. Is that right? Putting this into place here. And then we get to put the piston on. And then we get to put the cover of the leg on. Wow, we're actually having a whole shin section of the leg completed in this one. And this is the rest of the magazine. So, a little bit more to do than we have in the last few stages. And that piece of leg armour looks like this. This is solid metal. Really heavy. Love the detail on that. Okay. First thing to do is bring over what we were working on last time, and you've probably guessed what we're going to do. We're going to be putting in the other side of this clamp here. It goes in this way with this semicircular going over that collar and clips in just like that there. This time that's held in with EP screws. Got them here. One this side. And one just in the small hole on this end here. Perfect. Right, let's bring up the foot. Right, I'm going to bring up the left leg. Now, obviously, we had done this previously, looking just like this. So if you have a look at these 3 lugs here, and if you have a look on here, we've got 3 holes. We're going to be putting these over those 3 lugs. So this is going to slip in like this. Perfect. So that's seated now, lovely in there, just like that. And I'm holding that in with 2 EM screws, looking like this. These are metal screws. I will touch the ends of them just in a tiny bit of oil. So one at the top. The middle one's actually just a locating lug, so we don't need to put one in there. Make sure that's nice and tight. And then just one in this hole down the bottom here. I then want to bring over this side of the leg that we had in this stage here, and the piston that we created in issue 17. Now this is going to be going over these two lugs just here. So if I line it up, you can see it fits perfectly just into that section like that. It's held in with AM screws. And I've got them here. Just need 2 of these. And once they're in, I can actually join both of these parts of the leg together. So again, where we had these holes on this side, as you can see, I've got a locating lug just here. So if I centre that one up, it should go together quite easily, as you can see there. Perfect. Now if I just turn this over, you can see we've got 2 holes here, which are for EM screws. And again, getting these in as tight as I can get them. Because the tighter you get them, the less you're going to have a seam. As you can see, that looks pretty good. Okay, all I need to do then is just put this part of the piston in here like this, and it's going to be held in with an AM screw just through both sides. So I'll put one through this side first. Turn it over and put one in the other side. That looks really good. I absolutely love that. Check that out. And that is all there is to do in that stage. In stage 21, here's the magazine. Have a flick through. We're going to be doing the left lower leg still. We've got some details to add on to this leg that we've created. It looks like they're just slotting. We do have some screws to put in there though as well. Again, not a lot to do in this stage, but it's looking just like that. And again, here is the rest of the magazine. So if I lie the leg just like this, we've got the front section to put on first, which is just going over the screw holes here. And we're actually putting some more screw holes in with the BM screws. So I need 3 of these BM screws, just putting this one in here first, that will hold that in place. And then just do the 2 at the top here. Now on this section here, you can see we've got 2 lugs here, one down the bottom. They're just going to go into the holes there, but they're going to be this way round. So I'll just line them up, push that in. Perfect. And then I just want to hide this screw hole down the bottom here. So in this bag, I've got a cap. I want to put this on so that it's rotated to match the shape, let me get my tweezers, of the lines next to it. So if I just put that in there, let's get this lined up, and then push that in. So that looks like that. And that's all there is to do in that stage. So the last stage of this pack looks just like this. This is stage 22. And as you can see here, we're still working on the left lower leg. More details to add on. It looks like they're just pushing fittings again. So again, there's not really a lot to do in this stage either. There's the rest of the magazine. In fact, check this out. This time, there's 3 parts in this and no screws. So it's all pushing. So the first one looking like this is going to go onto the back of the leg here. This way round, lining up the lugs. And it's just a case of pushing this in. Like that. On this side piece here, we've got this one here, which again, just push in. That one's being a slight bit difficult for me, so I've just got a file here and just open that hole a little bit so I can get this in. Because I do want this to fit in nice and flush, like that. Perfect. And the last piece that goes on is just going to go into this section here. Again, the piece looks like this. It's shaped so it's pretty easy to see where it goes. Clip that in like that. And that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. So there you go. That is what we've done. Not a lot to do in that one, but it does make it obviously come alive. Obviously the articulation we've got is we've got this articulation here, We've got the articulation of it going backwards and forwards like that. And we've also got the articulation at this section here. We're going to have a knee section so we can actually bend the thigh here. But that is looking pretty good. And it does stand up by itself, as you can see there. Once again, if you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description. There's also a QR code on the screen, but I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.